So guys, this is my house plants. I'm in my office area. This is my office rooms. There's a lot of office supplies. So, and also my table. So, this is my jade plants. I have these two jade plants. They're doing good over here because it's the east side window. And I have my orchid. Look at that. They start blooming, right? They just start having their bloom, and it should be coming out probably next month until the spring or in a few months. I don't know. Sometimes the last few months for the bloom of this orchid. And there's another one right here. I don't know if you could see that. There's another one right there. And also this one. There's another one right there. You see that? Yes. So 3 of my orchids are having some started to flowers. This one, I didn't see anything. And also this one, it's just nice roots, but no new buds for flowers. And this one, my daughter gave it to me a year and a half ago. This one takes so long to grow because it was out of a leaf. This is a Valentine succulent, and my daughter got me as a leaf and planted to this original pot. And this is like a year and a half since I got them. And it was fine, as long as you water them. But I see a lot and online that theirs are bigger. But they said, it might grow or it might die. But so far, this is a year and a half and it's still green. So hopefully it's gonna keep growing for me. And I have this cactus also. This succulent. This succulent is a baby succulent. I just promulgated it to the mother zebra succulent. I like it. I have 2 of them. I separated them from the bigger succulents. See, there's the other one over there. There's 2 of them, so it stays in this east side window because they're doing pretty good in this window for me. And this plants, I don't know what this plant, so if anybody know what kind of plant this is, please let me know, because all the plants that I buy, I save the name of it because I could not remember what kind of plants they are. But this one, I got this from the owner of a hair salon that I know in Westchester. And she gave me this plant from her original the bigger plants. So it was having babies, so she gives me 2 of them. So this is why I planted it, and it's doing pretty good. And also I have this aloe vera. These are aloe vera cactus. I have a bunch of them. I have a bunch of this aloe vera cactus. They are multiplying like weed. And so, see this? These are the healthy one that it's ready to be transferred, transfer another pot. But I don't have to because there still have rooms in here. But not like this one. Look at this one. This one is really need to be transferred. This is this is the mama one. This is the mother aloe vera, and the babies are just multiplying right over here. So I have to separate them in another pot, but I don't have to do it right now. Maybe when I have time, I'll do it because these are the bigger one too. This is a big one. So, and this one, I don't know about these plants either. What's the name of it? Because a friend of mine gave this to me. So there is no name. I have to research the name of this because I don't know all the plants, all the succulents. But this one, I had this one for at least 4 years, since 2016. I had this, my friend gave this to me in 2016. So now it's 2020. So I had this for 4 years now. I love plants in my house, and this is only in my office. This is only in my office area. So we are going to a living room area. All right, guys, we are in my living room area, and so I have this palm tree plants. This palm tree is, I transfer it from this pot. I had this pot of plants with snake plants on it since 2006. One of my clients gave it to me, and this is the original pot that it came with, this plants. And look at it now. It's so big. It's growing nicely in this west side or south side of my window. And I love this plants. It's just I need to promulgate it again, because now all this snake plants is growing and growing. Look at this. There's a new baby came out. There's a new baby. The baby came out, and there's another one came out. This in the bottom. See that? So it's multiplying, and they like this south side window. And so I transfer some of my palm tree plants, and I have 2 in here. I have 2 of these palm tree plants that I transfer from the original pot, and they're doing pretty good. And I have this dwarf plants. I think this is what they call them, dwarf plants, but I'm not sure. And there's some more of my aloe vera. Look, all my aloe vera start with one piece, just one plant. And after 16 years, I got like 5 pots. There's 3 in my office. There's 1 over here. And there's two in my living room with this aloe vera plants. And these plants, my mother-in-law give this to me, and this is like, I had this since 1999. And look how these plants grow. So I'm gonna do some cutting and rooted this in, and I'm gonna replant it. But I think what I'm going to do is transfer this in a regular pot, and then I'll just use this as succulent plant pots. So that way this is bigger, and I could put a lot of succulent in here to rearrange all my cactus and succulent in this pot. So I have to buy a newer and nicer pot for this plants. And this is my peace lily. They are growing in this side. See, it's growing new babies. There's new babies coming out. And they love it in this side. I have to take all dead leaves because they have dead leaves on them. But they love it in this side because I have a heater. This is our heater, baseboard heat. So they love it because it gets some heat in the side here because it's by the window, and the window gets a lot of drafty, but when the heat comes in, so the plants really like when the heat comes on. It's not as cold. So, and by the way, I also have these plants. These plants is from outside. This is the outdoor plants that I'm saving. I'm bringing it inside. I have 4 of them, and they're doing good. I just, like a week ago, I brought it in. I just need to cut this dead flowers on it. So this is the 4th one. You know, they're still blooming, but I just brought it in a week ago because it started getting cold outside. And so I'm gonna cut all these dead leaves where the flower used to be, and that way they look nice, and they start turning green because they are inside, because outside is getting cold. I usually put them in the garage in the winter time, and then they're doing in the garage. The garage is warmer, so they stay there, but there's just too much stuff in the garage. So I tried, this is the first time I'm bringing them this year inside the house, and hopefully they're gonna do very well. This is just a trial, see if they're gonna do good here, and then in the summertime I'm going to bring them back outside. Now let's go to my living room. This is the snake plants that I transferred to that pot that I showed you earlier, and look how tall this is. So this snake plant was given to me in 2006. So that original snake plant, the tallest one, was I got it since 2006, and we're already 2020. So what, 14 years. So it's like 14 years already. Yeah. So, and this is another palm tree plants, the same original pot with this with the snake plants. And now I have this money tree. My son gave me this money tree last year, 2019, on Mother's Day. So this money tree is gonna be 2 years old in few months. So Mother's Day. So in like 5 months. Or 7 months probably. Yeah, it's 7 months. This money tree, it's gonna be 2 years old. And look how tall they are. They are like 3 foot already. 3 feet already. Three feet or 2.5, including the pot. So, and I have my fifth pots of aloe vera here. So they're all over my house. And then I have my peace lily, another peace lily. This is my third pot of peace lily. And they have new leaves, growing new leaves. And I'm going to show you guys my cactus. This cactus is about 17 years old. Yes, because 17 years old, because we had this when my oldest one, when she was 17 years old. And now my oldest daughter is 34 years old, and look at our cactus. It's look like an octopus. So big. So I usually put this one in the east side window, but I move it here because I have all my orchids in my east side window by my office, because after the bloom I have to, when they're done bloom, all my orchids, when they're done blooming, I have to put them back to that east side window until they're gonna have a new growth of flowers again. Then I'll move them in the living room. And that's why this cactus is over here. And then we're going this way to my northwest side window. So I have my orchids, another orchids here that I just had it like a month ago. My husband bought me a new one because I like flowers in the house. So he goes to grocery store and see this orchid, so he got me one. And this is my ivy plants. I used to have an ivy plants. The original ivy plants died after 15 years, so I transplanted some of it and rooted it in. And this is the other plants, the other ivy plants that I got from the original one that already was gone. So I'm going to start growing another rooted one and promulgated another one by cutting to grow, put it in the water to grow some roots. And so that way I always have an IV. And so I have this wire that's shaped like a heart. And so I just wrap around some of this Iviana. And this is my bamboo plants. This is my Chinese bamboo plants, the original one. This is from 2005. This bamboo plants is 2005. My daughter bought it for me after I came back from my vacation. And I came back and she bought me this one, and it's the original one since 2005. And also I have a jade plants here. This jade plants has been a few years old, and it's growing. Here and there leaves come off, but it's doing pretty good. And this is the mother zebra succulent. Look at this, they're so pretty. And now they're having babies. 2 more babies coming out of this. 2 more babies. There's 1 babies and 2 babies. And this is the baby that I bought. I bought this one. There's already have 3 babies on them. And so I transplanted them because they're bigger. They're big enough already. So I transplanted all this here to a smaller one. So, and then we're going to this southwest window. I have my another bamboo plants. This is like 1.5 feet or 2 feet tall of my bamboo plants. And this is, I bought this in IKEA few years ago. At least 3 years ago I bought this in IKEA, and they're doing pretty good so far. And this is my Christmas Thanksgiving cactus. And look at, guys, it's gonna bloom. They have buds to bloom on this pink Christmas Thanksgiving cactus. The color is pink. And this one is this plant is my St. Paulia violet. This is my St. Paulia violet. Can't pronounce properly. So sorry, guys. Paulia violet. Yes. My son gave this to me last year on also Mother's Day. My kids knows I love plants, so whatever holidays for out of the year, I'll get plants all the time. And now they also have their own plant collection. I guess they got it from me. So this kind of plants loves to be in this side of the window because it's indirect light, in indirect sun, but they get the little bit of afternoon sun once the sunset is going down. In this side window, they get a little bit of sun, and it's healthy. I transferred it already twice because I keep transferring a small pot, and then they get bigger, and I have to transfer this again. So this one is good here for another year probably. And you have to make sure this soil is moist all the time because this one loves moist soil. And then I got this air plants. I have 3 of these air plants in this terrarium. And actually, they're doing pretty good. I water this one. It gets water, not even, spraying it. I soak them. I soak this one once every 2 weeks because that's how they grow. Because if you don't soak them, you just spray them, it's not doing good. It's going to get dry and they're gonna die. So they don't need a lot of water, but once 2 weeks pass, you have to make sure to soak this for an hour, and then shake the excess water before you put it back in here. And then we're going to this side. I have my 6 pot of aloe vera, or 7, because I have those big aloe vera pots, but the same aloe vera that started from one baby plant, I have like 5 pots right now. So it's doing pretty good, but this one is kind of needs some TLC, I think. There's some root, but there's some new babies. I don't know what to do with all these babies aloe vera. So you guys, if any of you want some, let me know. I could send you some if you want some aloe vera plants, because this is just growing like weeds. And then I have this is my last plant. I have my peace lily. This is my 4th peace lily plants in this house. And these are just growing big. So thanks guys for watching for my house store plants. I'll see you in my next video. Thank you. Bye bye.